Hi, it's Karen, and these are the January card kits. I send out card kits to my customers, anyone who orders a minimum of $50 in my online store, and you get a set of 3 cards. Everything is done for you, all the die cutting. All you need are words. So there's no stamping. But all the things are there to put together. Plus, you get a PDF. And so this is to show how to put them together. So this is kind of the assembly day. I love doing this because I find that a lot of people tell me, I'm actually making the cards because they come in, they're so easy. Then you have the PDFs that you can keep. Each of these has one fun fold. So each month we do a different fun fold. And then the PDFs also have 3 other card ideas. I'm going to show those first, just so I don't forget them. You can also just buy the PDF. So there's 2 ways to get this. So I'm going to move down here. These are the extra cards that I just think this is such a fun. What I want to point out about this is, and so this will use more of the stamps. What I'm using is the Bright and Beautiful Balloons bundle. And what is it? I'm looking for the paper that goes with that. And what is that called? Must be Bright and Beautiful. It's all Bright and Beautiful. So the other 3 ideas will show things more that you can use with the stamps. So this is just with the stamps. Isn't it pretty how it overlays the different colors on the balloons? And then with the words stamped here, and I just used a ruler and I stopped before each time so it didn't go over the words. So that's a really fun idea. This one shows, this is a cool die in here, just an easy way to make ruffle paper for all kinds of things. And then stamping right on the balloons. So I think that's very fun. And then we have another one. These are just done with the dies. So it's not stamped, but we've got the pretty papers up there and this put together. Okay, so those are the 3 extra cards, but we're going to do the 3 now that come in the kit. So let's see. We will start with, which one is on top? In your packet, you get the some embellishments. So the first one on top looks like this one. And then you get the envelopes with the 3 sets inside. I think this is fun because it's showing the negative to see how that part is cut out. And so it just has a kind of a different flavor to it. So this is how everything comes. So here we have, and the gems I'm actually not going to put on until later because I will also not add the words because I'm going to stamp the words first. But you see how this is cut off this way? And when it opens, it looks like this. One of my favorite layouts, because it's just so easy to make a little difference, is to cut off part of the bottom or the side like this. So you have this showing through. Then on the inside, we'll have our paper there and this going right here. So I'm going to go ahead and put these together. I set this on I had just used my mat. It's a little bit curly here, you'll see, because I hadn't dried it off. So just being impatient to get to the next thing, so, but that's okay. And then I'm going to put this inside. So I've been doing card kits, I don't know, it's a long time now. And I just love being able to do it because when I'm designing them and getting them ready, it's like I'm so appreciative that I get to do this. This is so wonderful. Okay, and so now you're going to see when we're layering this, these are going to be our pieces. So I'll start with this, and then I'm going to have this, and then this will be popped up. So I'm going to put this on first, and I only need a little bit on here to hold it steady, and I just want to make sure I'll put it on. I could easily remove it if I don't have it covered right. Let's see if this is going to be covered. Yep, it's good. Perfect. Okay. So I'm going to take this, and you see how I want a little shadow in here and a little popping up. So I'm going to take dimensionals. And yes, it helps if you put the dimensionals on the correct side. There is a correct side here. I looked at that. That didn't look quite right. So I'm going to put a few of these in here. I like to put a couple of extra right around where this will be to keep that apart. So I'm probably putting on more than I need, but I just want to make sure that that stays like that. And then we will just flip this over and put it on. And I'm going to hold this up so I can see it better. And I'm just going to aim for the middle right there. Isn't that fun? And do you see how that's just, you can kind of see through the little shadows? I just think that's really cool. Then this is going to go on here. So I'll just add some tape right here. And I'm going to center this. I'm going to put this on, center it. And then I'm going to just stamp my words. And they're from the same stamp set. Layer it, pop that up, and add my dimensionals. So really fun. You know, birthday cards, these are so fun. Birthday cards are one of the cards we send most often. So it's always fun to have ideas for that. Okay, the next one here looks like the fun fold. So this mail's flat, and then it's a side easel card where this comes up and then it pops up like this. So you get a good idea of how that goes. So on this one, let's see, make sure I have the correct one here. Yeah, I think it's this. Okay, this looks right. Dump out all my pieces. And isn't this fun to just sit and put things together when you have it all here? And of course, you can make up your own designs as you go along. If you think of something else, you can see how this is going to be like the other one. This time it's 2 separate dies. On this card, we used the triple. We had all of those dies. These are the 2 separate ones. And so these are going to be popped up the same with this hidden under. So we already know how to do that. So let's go ahead and work on that piece. And I have to get the correct side here. And I will get my dimensionals. I don't know what I do without dimensionals. I just love popping things up. Between that and the mini glue dots, I just use a lot of them. And then I'm going to put this on. Okay. Now, here is my base card, and you're going to see that this part lays flat. So I am going to, and this would be in the directions, I am going to cut. And I have to remember, you know, this mat is so cool because I can just measure right on here. So I have to remember because I design all these, and then later I'll come do a video and remember. And I am cutting that at 3 1/4. Okay, so I'm going to take this. And I'm going to do 3 1/4. I'm going to stand up so I can see this better. Get that like that. And okay, and I'm going to flip it this way because that's how it works. So how cool is this? So here is now going to be my design. I'm going to want to take this and score it in half. Actually, if I scored it a little off, that wouldn't matter either. But this is 4 1/4, so this is going to be about 2. You know, I like using the scoreboard but it's in the other room. I'm going to have to use this. So first, what I'm going to do is lay this piece down. And I'm just going to make sure my corners line up. I love doing folds like this. And of course, if you cut yours a little differently, it doesn't matter. You're just going to have to trim your other pieces to match that. So this can work for all kinds of different designs. So now I want my folding one, and this is 4 1/4. So I think I'll take it from here, and I will look at 2 1/8. Hopefully we'll do this right. There. Put that aside. Look how cool that is. So here's where we get our easel. I think that is just really fun. So now I have this. It's going to go on this side. And this is going to go on this, but you're going to see I want it to only go on the bottom. So I'm only going to do the lower half. In fact, I'm only just going to put my tape on here. Make sure I leave 1/4 inches around. And then you'll notice I'm going to put this on right in the middle too. I'm going to lay it flat. I'm going to put it right centered, just like this other piece. So now it's flat, but when it pops up, the top will go just like that. So then these, I'm going to, whoops, here, I'll attach these as long as we're sitting here. I'll just put a little placeholder on this. Put my two, and you notice where these came from. They're what's popped out of here. So it's just transferring these two parts over here, which is pretty fun. So that becomes my accent on the side. This is where I'm going to want to stamp my words first. And then I am going to just take dimensionals again and pop it up. So if you can see here, I have dimensionals. And then that is what is going to hold my card up. So fun card that is, I think. And then the last one, some of you will get this color paper and some will get a different color. So I'm going to show it in the other color because, you know, sometimes we just need to change. And sometimes it's fun to just show it because you can do different colors. So the two stars here are two different colors of paper. So the backing on this goes with the one that must be Azure Afternoon, I think, and Starry Night. I'm thinking it would be in the PDF. For sure, but that's what I'm thinking. But I love that they'll both work. So for this one, you can see this was a 4 1/4 by 11-inch piece of paper, scored. And then we just have cut off part of it and cut this. So it's like it's the missing middle right there. So this is what our card's going to look like. And let's go ahead, when we flip it open, that will be the inside. So let's go ahead and put our inside in. I often do it this way because then I'm just working. I can see how it looks working from the top up. And then I have two of these that are just the same. So one goes up here. Whoops. And one, if it doesn't stick to my shirt. I know there are some shadows, and part of it is the light. Part of it is also that it's nighttime here, not during the day. So I'm just saying I didn't realize quite how serious the shadows were till now. So I will have to work on that, but hopefully you can still see what I'm doing. So how cool is that? That part's done. And then for this, we're just going to connect these. This is just fun paper. I just think it is just great. And then I will put adhesive on the top and the bottom. And so for attaching this, I just need to make sure that I have this exactly where I want it to be at the bottom. So I'm going to hold that still, get it right there, hold that down. And this one I basically put in the middle, but I could put it on the either side and put words in the middle here too. So again, you can do whatever you like, but I put that in. And look how cool that is. So there's my split card. This is just going to have, I'm going to stamp my words and put it on. And then these are my stars. So I will just be putting these on, scattered all over. So those are the cards that you are getting this January. You can get older PDFs too and just see what I have on my website. But I just think every month is so fun to come up with a new card kit idea. So hope you enjoy this. If you have any questions, let me know. And thanks for watching. Karen Titus, Stamping on the Back Porch.